Hello everyone, welcome back. Now from these lectures here we are going to install or set up the TypeScript and run the first program. So before learning TypeScript you should know about some basic JavaScript. It is very important. Variables, let const, functions, array, object, ES6, ECMA script 6, okay, concept, arrow functions, modules. Here, TypeScript it is equal to JavaScript plus some extra features. Okay, it is called the TypeScript. You see here, that is the TypeScript. It is equal to JavaScript plus some extra features. Okay, types. It is called the TypeScript, okay, JavaScript plus some extra features. So it is a basic requirement for TypeScript here that you want to learn. That is a basic JavaScript. It is a very important. Then variable let const, it is an important thing. Functions, then array, objects, then ES6 concepts. Okay, that much enough I think. Then after that here, how to install TypeScript globally. I am going to install the TypeScript here. Like this is a process how to install TypeScript inside your system. This is the first case here. Install the Node.js. Okay, then you download and install Node.js. Then you have to check the installation node space hyphen v and then npm space hyphen v. Okay, when you install Node.js, then automatically you got npm. Okay, let's check it. So I'm going to VS Code, open the VS Code. So this is a VS Code. I think here let me create a folder for the TypeScript. Okay, that in folder we will write all the codes for TypeScript. So just to go to the desktop and create it. I'm going to create it here. It is a new folders TypeScript. That is fine. And then inside your VS Code you need to import here, add folder to the workspace. This one, this is TypeScript. Okay, you have to also create a folder and here import in the workspace, that is TypeScript. Okay, then open the cmd command prompt here, cmd, this one and then this one. Here the first conditions here, install Node.js, download and install. Let me go to the Google and search for Node.js. Okay, you have to install. Okay, I have already installed in my system. You have to just click here, window installer .msi version. Here you have to just keep as it is, everything default. Okay, no need to change anything. Just click on this button, window installers, here installer, and then you got it. After that installation you have to set up. Okay, so then here after, if you successfully set up your here installations, then you have to verify that it's check the installation. If you got it here version, it means you have a Node.js in your system. In my case we have already that. Here you have to write node space hyphen then v. Okay, and you see the version. Okay, this number, it means we have the Node.js, and with Node.js automatically install one more library, npm space hyphen v. Okay, that is npm, and this here we have also npm and Node.js. Okay, this is a requirement for the TypeScript, so you have to install. Okay, just you have to install, then automatically you got one thing, npm also. Okay, just you have to install the Node.js. Just here you have to copy paste, just click on this, and then you have to set up your Node.js. Then move to the next one, about install TypeScript globally, and then you have to check it version. I think we have also TSS. Let me verify it. TSC space v. Okay, we don't have. So okay, we don't have TypeScript. So let me install npm. Go to the Google search for that. Here, install TypeScript here. Just click and then okay, you see here official Node.js website. Use the Node package managers, and then this is command how to install npm init.y, initialize your project. Here navigate to your project folder in the terminals, then initialize your project if not already done. npm init -y, run the following command to add the development dependency. Say npm install TypeScript here it is a global installations. Okay, okay, this is two thing. Okay, there is two method to how to install TypeScript. First it is your install TypeScript, okay, locally in your project, and next it is a global installation. So here use this if you want to TypeScript compiler TSS from any folder without setting up project first. So here it is for the global and this is for the local. So I'm going to choose here. Here I'm going to choose here local installation. It is recommended if not already. So how you can do it? Here you have to copy paste this code, npm init, okay, npm init space -y. So go to the inside your projects, make sure here, and then here inside this folder you have to go terminal, new terminal, and use here. Now in this folder here use the text of TypeScript, and then inside here you have to write this code npm init here space -y, and use here the package.json files, okay. Then use here you have to use this code. Run the following command to it as a development dependency. Got it? And now we have that. After that, what you have to do? This is just it is a global installation. Then you have to verify the installation further locally. I am going to use this one. Here you have to write after installation check the version to confirm it's working correctly or not. In pxt and space -b. Let me click, and now you see version 6.0.3. It means successfully has been installed inside your project. And then here initialize your project to configure your TypeScript compiler code, generate a tsconfig.js file in your project routes. So copy this and then you generate a file. It is a tsconfig.json files, and here you see we don't have, but when you run the command and you see tsconfig.js files, okay. So now you see it is your files, strict mode, then JSX. Okay guys, here style options, then source map declaration map, here target types, okay, leave types. I think that is fine, okay. So here the TS configuration files. Then here other way to install Visual Studio Code will VS Code will to TypeScript support. You still need to install the compiler separately via npm for the installation. Okay, you have to check the official website how to install with Visual Studio Code via npm TypeScript, then TSS, okay, for the globally. Okay, so now this is your TypeScript how to install in your project. Then let's write the first program. So inside TypeScript, create a new file. New files. Make sure it inside TypeScript. Okay. Here, your file name, index.ts. Okay, with extension. It means TypeScript. This index.ts. Ts means TypeScript. It is extension. So define a variable with types. Let message, and you have to define its data type. That is strings. It is equal to hello TypeScript. Got it? So you see automatic suggestions by the TypeScript, then function with types. So let's define here. Okay, my console.logs, and then your message. This is okay. So after that, how you can run these files? It is a very simple compile and run TypeScript. Here when you compile, okay, and run TypeScript, your TS files here convert to index.js files. So let's do this here. I mean, okay, let me CLS, then tsc index.ts file. Okay, so what happened? TS is not recognized as a name. Operable spellings. Okay, so it is a It is a very simple problem because this TSC it is not recognized as a global. So that's why it's caused the issue, and it is a very simple way to fix that. This is a simple issue. You have to install the TypeScript globally. So you have to go here and install space C. Now this is edit. Then again you have to execute, and then you will see here it is present but will not be loaded if files is specified in this ignore config.json to escape the error. Okay, so this is ts config.json is present but will not be loaded. Okay, so you know here you have to write this is okay. Now you see your index.ts files, that is fine. And then what you have to do next, you have to execute your files. So right here tcs index.ts files, so not this one tcs index.ts files, because after tsc you got your index.js files of this TypeScript files, you know, this your index.ts file, okay, corresponding to this file generate your index.js files, this one. So you have to execute your index.js files. So here you will write that is node, okay, this is not tsc index.ts, you have to execute this file because you see corresponding to this index.ts files here automatically this command generate index.js files here, this one. So you have to execute index.js files. So this is here node, you know how to run your JavaScript files, node, then your index.js files, and you will see here your result hello TypeScript. Got it? So it is your first program, how to run your first programs in the TypeScript. Here it is you got error because of you don't have a TypeScript globally. So first you have to install it globally using the command, okay, like this is here npm install globally. So that's why you can use the tss here tsc, okay, TypeScript configuration file, this one. So tsc, then you have to after that TypeScript generate a index.js files, this is here index.js file. Then you have to run this index.js files, this one index.js file node, and then index.js files. So that's why you got result here hello TypeScript. Okay, so we have another function with types. Let me execute function, that is the greet, and inside it here inside it your parameters, it is equal to, you have to first specify the type what you got here. We will go to the strings and then this one, okay, here outside here what is the return type of this function, it is also strings. Then inside here you have to return hello, this is okay hello, then plus here you have to concat this name variable, and then you have to just console.logs and greet developer, this is developer. Okay, so what happened here, you see strings, this is here it is type annotation, function defined input types, that is the name is strings, and return type this one it is strings. Okay, so this one here this strings, okay, because of this line of code what is function returning here, so this function here returning is string, so that's why it is colon strings. And then about this parameters here what you pass the argument, okay, this is greet, okay, so this is here you got what string, so that's why your name it is a string. You have to must specify its data type. So here TypeScript check error before running, then you have to compile this files. So let me again, you have to compile, how you can write t here, write tsc, okay, then here you have to run your file node index.cs files, and you see here your output hello developer. You need some spaces, that is fine. Let me again execute, and then you see here again what happened is we need some spaces from here also. Okay, you have to tsc, then execute, and you see the spaces. Okay, hello developers. So I hope you got it, how to execute your files. So you see a final flow, how it's works. It is first write, then compile, then run ts file, convert into js file, then node. So let me check it here how it works here. Okay, we have already done with this. Create your first TypeScript project, create folders, then inside it, initialize project, create TypeScript configuration file, your first TypeScript program, create files, index.ts, then here compile.ts.js files, here compile and run the TypeScripts. So first it is here compile.ts file and convert into a corresponding JS files, okay, of each JS file, then run your JavaScript files. You see here, run your JavaScript files. Then here prototype auto compile mode, and then this is here, it is write, then compile, then you have to run, and then here your TS file converted into JS file, then you have to just write node.index.js file. You know how to run your JavaScript file. It is simple because your TS file ultimately converted to the JS files. Okay, it is all about your JS files. Then next about here conclusion, TypeScript make your code safe and predictable. Your you catches error before runtimes, perfect for large scales apps. So this is all about how to execute your first programs. And then here a common mistake that beginners make here, what I'm going to just list that here trying to run .ts directly with node. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, it is a common mistake. As you know, you see here that I am doing here, this is here index.js files. I'm going to directly execute that. Okay, that is wrong. You have to write tsc and then you have to execute your index.js file, not index.ts files. Okay, so this is the mistake, common mistakes. And then not installing TypeScript globally. This is also here, not installing TypeScript. Here you have to install your TypeScript globally. Okay, then next it is here ignoring tsconfig.js file. Here ignoring tsconfig.json. Okay, then forgetting to compile. You have to compile that file first. You know how to tsc, then your file name. Okay, tsc that compile your files. So here forgetting to compile, Okay, so this is a common mistake that beginner make here, trying to run your ts file, this file, okay, directly with node. That is wrong. Not installing TypeScript globally. You have to install TypeScript globally. Okay, then ignoring tsconfig.json files, then forgetting to compile using tsc. You have to first compile your files, then you have to run your index.js files, this file, not ts files. So this is all about how to execute your first program in the TypeScript. Got it? So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next lectures.